Hello everyone, a bit of a change of scenery today as I'm sitting in the car. I've just finished my gym session and I'm about to go home and get ready for work. But I thought I will do my video this morning as it would be easier. And yeah, so these are going to be 5 side hustles what I personally do. I will probably throw in some extra ones that you could probably do what I don't at the minute, but I will be planning on trying as such. So the 5 I currently do is freelancing, which is like a Fiverr gig as such. Buying and selling, which I've kind of calmed down on a minute because I've mucked up a bit on that. I'll explain why in a second. Then you've got obviously mine is betting. I do a bit of trading and affiliate marketing. So if we start with affiliate marketing, with that, like I said, I only started that I think I'd say 5 days ago. I've noticed with that you need a bit of an audience. You need to, you need to push that product out a lot. You need to try and bring in people because obviously it's all about clicking on your affiliate link and then obviously purchasing the product. So it's one of them. If you've built an audience already, you'll be laughing. If you haven't built an audience, you're going to be looking at paying for ads and stuff like that. And I feel like you only get a small percent. You don't get a big percent as such. So it could be worth your time, but then again also it couldn't be worth your time, if that makes sense. It's basically like the same as online surveys. You're not making a lot of money and you could be putting a lot of time into it, so you've got to weigh up. Like I said, it's always good to start it and try it. Do you know what I mean? Your experience might be better than mine. Like I said, I've just started it, so I can't really put too much out there about it. Hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll show you some, you'll see how much I've been paid and stuff like that. So far I've put about 5 links out. I've not checked if they've been clicked on or anything yet. I ain't had time to check, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's the affiliate link. With the Fiverr, that when I started it was I did alright with it, to be fair. Like, so with that I sell betting research. So basically people pay me to research games for them to sort of bet on. Save them researching and doing all the hard graft as such. I send them all the information and then they obviously place a bet on what they think will happen after I've sent them all the stats of previous games and etc, etc. So with freelancing you will need to sort of sell, not a course as such, but you will need to sell time basically. So you'd have to do a job for that person, whether it be design a logo. You've heard all of them on here anyway, like design a logo, design a web page, find something you can do, put it on Fiverr, and then yeah, go from there. There's more than just Fiverr. I personally just use Fiverr. They pay out really easy. Like when you need to get your money out of it, it's very simple. There's not really any problems, and signing up ain't that difficult either. So you could literally start that today. Betting and trading, I'll come back to because yeah, I'll do that quite regular. And then with buying and selling, I was doing that. I think that's very good to start with. Like, if you've got a lot of time and you can research and proper research, it is worth it. I do think it is worth it still now for me. The only problem is I did a deal with someone. So basically they got the product for a cheaper price. Then obviously when I sell it, I give them a percent of it. And it was all good and sounded great. But then the problem is the product what they've given me ain't the best quality which I thought it was. And then now obviously the price what I have to pay them when I sell it, the item just ain't selling for that price. The price what needs to come down to, like, the person what I've got it off needs to half their price as such, and I would half my profits, if that makes sense. So with that, I am planning on doing that again and going more into it. We're going through a wholesalers and getting a product from a wholesalers, and then obviously you'll be making straight away profit on that, and it'll be a nice profit. Some people flip stuff off eBay. I personally ain't great at finding them deals and that. I need to do more research on it, but I do reckon that could be something, if you've got time to study it, definitely give eBay flipping a go, where you look on the bidding, get something cheap on the bidding and literally relist it back up for like more money. And then you've got the garage sales and stuff like that. Obviously I'm from the UK, so it's all the boot sales and stuff like this. And you can go to a boot sale, pick up a bargain, but then are you going to be spending your weekends doing that? That's the other question, isn't it? So you've got to put time into, to be fair, you've got to put time into everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't just expect to click your fingers and it be done. So yeah, so affiliate marketing you're going to have to put time into. Buying and selling you've got to put time into. literally, or trading, you have to learn that. Betting, you have to research it. And even with your gigs, like your Fiverr gigs, if you choose Fiverr, there's obviously loads out there. With your Fiverr gigs, you will have to put time into it, because people's going to purchase that product off you. Whether it's even designing a logo, you still got to go out there and design a logo. Even if you're planning on buying someone else's logo to then sell to them, you're still going to be going on there, talking to that, passing all the information and that over. There's still a bit of time. Like, it's not crazy time, but there's still a bit of time in there. So definitely consider that when you're looking at these side hustles. So obviously they're the 5 I do, and obviously I will show you results of all of them. The Fiverr gig was really good, to be fair. I need to start pushing that again, because I stopped pushing that. So what I might do is I'll leave a link in my Fiverr down there, just in case you're interested, and you can see what I've sort of done in that. But yeah, that was when I started that. I was doing really well with it. I had a regular customer in that, and it come. But then it's one of them, like, if you're anything and you've done betting before, you don't win everything with me. So we had a good couple of wins, and then he kept expecting a winner every time. And then I said to him about, we'll try it. And then yeah, he went on to other sports and that, and he wanted too much information as such for the price he was paying, and then he wanted a lot of free extras. That's one thing you've got to be careful of. People will try and milk and get as much information, or like, say you're doing a logo and you do it for a $5 or whatever, and then you do the logo, and then they'll be like, I want this, I want this, I want this, and they'll keep adding stuff on, and they'll get as much as they can for their money, which is fair enough. But at some point you've got to be like, no, like, you're taking a mick now. If you want more, that much more, you need to pay a bit extra. So yeah, like I said, you'll learn anyway. But yeah, so freelancing, so that a Fiverr gig, I definitely think is worth it, and you're getting your money very easy off that app as such. Affiliate marketing, like I said, I'm still early days in that. I've tried in it, but I do think you need a big audience to get the amount of clicks you need. Buying and selling, it's all about researching, and it's all about, like I said, you need to be making money off it. There's no point buying something for 300 quid like a PlayStation 5 and you think it's a bargain, when the reason why it's 500 quid is because there's a PS6 now. Do you know what I mean? So like, you got to keep your wits about you with all that. You got to keep up to date with all the gadgets, and especially if you're going down the route of gadgets. And yeah, so with betting, I'm going to do separate videos on that. Like I said, there's so much to bet in, what you need to learn, and same with trading. Admittedly, with trading, I don't do day trading as much. I find it very risky. I will probably try again in the near future, but at the minute I'm doing long-term trading. So I put my money into like a company which I believe will do well and be more successful over the years. So yeah, that's my 5 what I do. I do want to go into, like, with Amazon you can do like books which are free, so you literally publish a book for free, and then if people buy it you get a % off, which is like good. I feel like that's worth looking into. You've got the print on demand stuff, which I think is good. You design the top, and if someone purchases it you get a % off. So there's loads out there. Obviously I want to be designing my own clothes really, and I want to be designing like online planners and stuff like that. So like people, for my betting people, for example, you could buy a planner and it's literally a step-to-step how to be successful and what you should look for and stuff like this. So I've got loads of plans and loads of stuff in the pipeline. It's just basically getting time to sort it all out and obviously go from there. But yeah, let me know in the comments what side hustles you've got going on, and if you're going to jump on any of the 5 what I currently do, and I'll keep you up to date with the others what I'm planning on doing, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll be able to show you some print screens and out of some half decent money I've earned. Fingers crossed. I've had a little break from the betting at the minute because of it's going to the World Cup now, and it gets a bit risky when it's stuff like that. You can't really judge it as much, but I'm hoping I can give you more betting content, and I'm hoping to give you some more trading content tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, you follow, keep up to date, and yeah, I'll speak to you tomorrow about a bit of trading hopefully. Alright, have a good day.